The two emperors met in Milan and agreed to divide the Roman world, the west under Constantine and the east under Licinius. To solidify their alliance, Licinius married Constantine's sister, Constantia, and as history would later show, being Constantine's brother-in-law was a precarious position. And nonetheless, the marriage was celebrated and the two emperors discussed the reorganization of the empire. Among their discussions, a critical question was arise that had troubled the empire for years. And should the persecution of Christians continue, or was it a failed and counterproductive policy? The backdrop of this discussion was a shift in imperial attitudes toward Christianity. A few years earlier, Galerius, one of the fiercest tormentors of Christians, had issued a decree ending the persecutions shortly before his death. Galerius admitted in the decree, "We've tried everything to convince these fools to abandon their madness and return to the worship of their ancestors, but we failed. The only result has been to drive them to pray even more fervently for their God. We're refusing to worship their true gods. In doing so, we've created atheists, which is detrimental." Reluctantly, Galerius concluded, "Although I don't like to say it, it's better than they pray their wretched God than no pray to any God at all." Even Galerius, despite this hatred for Christians, came to recognize that the persecutions were futile and politically unwise. This acknowledgement set the stage for Constantine and Licinius to consider a different approach toward the growing Christian population. They both approached the issue of religion in a structured and elevated way, issuing a decree that outlined their unified stance. Licinius implemented it in the east, and Constantine likely mirrored it in the west. The decree stated, "We, as emperors, recognize that religion is a matter of utmost importance to the empire. To ensure the favor of the deity in heaven, whatever form it may take, we must guarantee everyone the freedom to pray as freedom can the empire achieve." So the empire can achieve victory, success, and prosperity if we let these people pray whatever religion they choose. In this case was Christianity. This directed local administrators to end the persecutions of Christians and restore their properties and churches. The decree emphasized the religious freedom granted to Christians extended to all people, allowing everyone to worship their chosen deity in their preferred manner. However, the alliance between Constantine and Licinius was short-lived. By 313 AC, just 3 years after their agreements of mutual respect and cooperation, Constantine sought to expand his control, finding a pretext to attack Licinius. In this campaign, he seized the Balkans, cutting Licinius' territory in half. Constantine continued his campaigns until 324 AC, by which time he controlled 3/4 of the empire. Licinius retained only the eastern provinces, including Asia Minor, Syria, and Egypt. In 324 AC, Constantine resolved to unify the empire under one ruler, drawing a parallel between the unity of divine authority in heaven and imperial authority on earth. This concept became a cornerstone of his rhetoric: one God, one emperor. Constantine launched another war against Licinius, defeating him decisively. When Licinius' wife Constantia, Constantine's sister, pleaded for her husband's life, Constantine appealed to show mercy, exiling Licinius to Thessalonica with the promise of peace. However, a year later, Constantine ordered Licinius to be strangled, fully consolidating his power as the sole ruler of the entire Roman Empire. By 325 AC, Constantine's status as the Christian emperor was indisputable. That same year, he convened a landmark council in Nicaea, near his new capital of Constantinople. Almost all the bishops of the Christian world attended, though notably not the Pope of Rome, as the center of imperial and religious authority had shifted decisively eastward. This council addressed the foundational issues of Christianity, solidifying Constantine's legacy as both a political and religious figurehead.